This holiday season, help Soldiers for Stockings improve the morale and welfare of members of our armed forces deployed overseas. Now through November 20th, there is so much work to be done, and you can help in many ways. Download the stocking pattern from stockingsforsoldiers.org and start sewing today. Volunteer to help decorate and assemble stockings. Donate Christmas candies, snacks, nuts, chips, drink mixes, DVDs, books, magazines, lip balm, toiletries, and other items needed to fill the stockings. Or help make packets of snowman soup, hot chocolate to send along with the stockings. For more information, patterns, and a list of items needed, visit stockingsforsoldiers.org. This holiday season, help send our troops a touch of home. For many, it's all they will receive. All stockings need to be completed by November 20th. So get started today at stockingsforsoldiers.org. That's stockingsforsoldiers.org. Stockings for Soldiers, sending stockings filled with joy to our soldiers in harm's way for the 9th consecutive year.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom133.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom133.com. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom133.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom.
The IRS is the largest collection agency in the world. They can freeze your bank accounts, seize your car, home, will garnish your paychecks and benefits.
Don't take on the IRS alone. I can fight for you using industry secrets that can help stop the IRS. I'll cut your penalties, slash your interest, and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company with over 30 years experience helping people clean up their mess with the IRS. And we have a 95% customer satisfaction rating.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, are facing an audit, a lien, or levy, then call me right away.
Call 800-646-6985. Again, that's 800-646-6985. 800-646-6985. 800-646-6985.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge. Still have my wonderful, logical, conservative mind intact, fully intact. Hello, my wonderful Americans and fellow liberty lovers all across the globe, and to you gracious and wonderful ecclesiastites. It is I, your lovable host, coming to you live once again from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still live free or die. It is not big government or bust, as we continue into hour number 2, the fastest 2 hours on internet talk radio, which is right here on the Rod Eccles Show. This from the Orlando Sentinel.com. And how this story starts off, when I read, this is really what started to set me off this afternoon during show prep. And it was basically because of how this story was worded. In the first paragraph, the first few lines, it set me off. And that's when I came to the determination that Obama's job, or his plan for fundamentally changing this country, has come fully to pass. We can change it back. It's not too far gone. We can change it back. But understand, he has done exactly what he said he was going to do. He is the most successful president in our nation's history at implementing his agenda. When Rush Limbaugh says, I hope he fails, now there are a lot more people out there who used to chastise him for saying this, who fully understand what he was saying. And I knew exactly what he was saying when he first said it. I said, I'm with you, Brother Rush. I hope he fails too. And what we were talking about is that we hoped he failed to implement his agenda. He has not failed. He has succeeded. He succeeded wildly. I bet in most people's minds, like little pea-brain Nancy Pelosi, I bet even she didn't realize how successful this man was going to be at fundamentally transforming this country. Because when you read this line, it will so incense you that we as Americans have actually kowtowed and we've actually accepted living like this. From the Orlando Sentinel, Walt Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal begin to use metal detectors. Now, who in their right mind is going to expect that they're going to have to pass through a metal detector to get into a pleasure park? I mean, this is just absolutely insane. We've got metal detectors everywhere. We want to put them in schools. We want to put them in parks and public pools. I mean, pretty soon, before you go to the freaking library, you're going to need to pass through a metal detector. Are you telling me that this is the way America's supposed to be? Americans are supposed to run around scared out of their wits, no matter where they go, so much so that we are so transformed that you've got law enforcement leaders and sheriffs all over this country begging citizens who are legally capable of carrying to do just that. Here's the first paragraph. In a sign of how jittery the nation has become about terrorism and gun violence, Orlando's major theme parks on Thursday added metal detectors as a security precaution. Why are we jittery? We are jittery because we have a total asswipe in the White House. We've got asswipes running around in Congress who refuse to protect the American people and the American homeland. They are more interested on spying on you and taking you down as an American citizen than protecting this nation from true patriotic threats. This has gone too far when you start having theme parks worry so much about their patrons' protection at a theme park. Because you go to a theme park to what? Forget all your troubles and do nothing but have fun. Now, before you can get to the fun, you're going to have to be reminded that this country is under siege. Yes, folks, we are under siege. And I don't care what they say in Washington, D.C., the point is we're under siege because we are at war. French President Hollande said it best. We're at war. What he failed to tell you about that is it's not just war. Folks, this is the beginning, believe it or not, of World War III. This is it. And we have nobody but our leaders who do not get it to blame. They're so busy running around worried about the temperature rising, which isn't really rising. Oh, I've got a story on that too. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can pull that. This whole mess. This is a nightmare. You've got the president running around telling the whole world, oh, hey, the only place where mass shootings happen is in the United States. And we got a bigger threat than terrorists. It's global warming. And none of that's true. You got world leaders that are looking at this guy now thinking, what the hell's wrong with him? The United States is not the only place where mass gun violence takes place. We do have bigger threats than global warming. They're called terrorists. The French president got it. I mean, hell, we've even had the British president dress down our president saying, look, Mr. President, terrorists, we're going to call them terrorists if they're terrorists, and they're a bigger threat than global warming. He said it. You got Putin running around now being the world leader. Because he's saying, hell, you do this to my people, you die. You got Obama running around saying, oh my goodness, we can't bomb them. Oh no, because there might be women and children over there. Oh my goodness, all the terrorists, yes, they're terrorists, but they're hiding amongst all the women and children. We can't kill the terrorists because we might kill one or two of them. Oh, the innocents. Oh my God, we can't have the innocents' blood on it. Are you kidding me? Kill them. Kill them to death. War is war. There is going to be collateral damage. The job of war, the business of war, is to kill people and to break things. Period. Yes, we've got the technology to